Oh, let me move away from the train. Every time a train is coming, don't get close to it. Because you don't know what it is dragging along the way. It could hit a car who was trying to get on too fast. You feel me? Once I hear that thing, I'm backing up my car like, back that shit up, no homo. Type of shit, because you don't know what that shit dragging. And I done seen a train hit a car for real. You feel me? Straight up. No lie. Engine out the car and everything. I had to run. Seems like the engine had my name on it because it was chasing me. So, you know what I mean? You gotta be careful with them shits. So, word of advice, man. Don't get too close to just back up 6 feet from even the line of where you're not even supposed to be. Just trust me, man. Them bitches hit hard. Anyway, man, see, just got back. I just got back. Just came out of work type shit, you feel me? They be hating on the God, but it's all good. Lie on top of lie on top of lie. You know what's hurtful, right? It's not the fact that you get hit, and it's not the fact that you're not even doing your job, because you're actually doing your job. What is hurtful? Yeah, this shit is crazy. What is hurtful, right? Is the fact that they lie on you. You know what I mean? They twist the truth. It's like everybody can see clear as day. And if somebody was to lie to me and you know the truth, why don't you just dismiss it? Why is the truth being entertained? It's like an insult on top of an insult. Denying your reality, which I hate. I hate it. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to hate nothing, but I still hate it. You feel me? But I was gonna say this morning, I wake overnight, so you know, your night is my morning, and my morning is your night. You feel me? Anyway, last night, where I am, it's not nighttime, it's actually morning. Believe it or not, it's crazy. It's California for you. This is morning, y'all. It's like almost 6 o'clock in the morning. So this is what we doing. You know, last night we was talking about consciousness, because I have somebody on my tail who's constantly following me around. I believe so. No, so of course. Yeah, they be stalking me. They be watching me from far. But I wonder how they can even see you like that. But unfortunately, I never get the chance to get that nigga. They use every other system to follow you around, taking away from where the camera is supposed to be in the first place. People getting away with stuff, and it's like just because they're too obsessed with me. Like, they treat me like a criminal when they know I'm not a criminal. I have not shown anything in my past or in the present, nor will I show anything in the future of me being a criminal. But yet they follow you around and suspicious of you because they are the suspicious one. You see, when people do bad, they want you to do bad too. They're looking for the day I release them of their excuses. The day I just put my hands on one of them, boom. It becomes equivalent to all the thousand and millionth time that they've attacked me. Because they will always revert back to that one thing and be like, see, he's a bad person, when they've done it about a million times. You feel me? And this is what they do, man. It's excuses on top of excuses on top of excuses. You dig? But it's all good, though. Because you know we don't. Too sure set. Bitches ace. I thought I told ya. But they will not face me. And even if they face me, will I fight them? The question is, do not defend yourself against people. Whether that's verbally or physically. I know most people be like, that's love. That's not love. That's actually self-hate. If you feel a need to defend yourself against somebody who cannot see you for who you are, who can't accept you for who you are, who can't love you for who you are, and you felt the need to be like, love me, that's not self-love, that's self-hate. Essentially, that's what's going on when you argue with somebody else. You telling that person, understand me, love me, cover me, make me feel whole, make me feel comfortable, make me feel warm. Because you're trying to get a right out of that person, or you're trying to get an acknowledgement out of that person. You're trying to gain some kind of respect out of that person. And that person couldn't recognize you in the first place. His recognition doesn't matter, especially when you know that you're a good person. So the need to defend yourself and argue with somebody, whether it's physically or verbally or any kind of way, is a lack of self-love. Most people got the game all wrong. When they see how when I'm resisting very hard like that, when they see that, yeah, man, I hate when niggas be acting crazy. Look at this shit. Like, niggas be acting crazy. Like, that shit is crazy to me, man. Like, I'm not, you see my face, nigga. I'll be ready for war sometimes. I know you're not supposed to defend yourself, but that's true. But the person acting crazy, he got shut over, he coming towards you like that, nigga. I'm about Holy Ghost that nigga like that. Like, get on your knees, devil. For real. What the fuck is you doing? Yes. So it's a lack of self-love. You feel the need to defend yourself. As a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, you the abuser. Word up. Yeah, you the abuser. Because if my enemies can't see me for who I am, I don't try to convince them. I just try to put other people on what is going on. So when they get attacked, they know what to expect. Because it's been done in a cowardly way. It's been done when people are not being acknowledged. They're speaking to you one time as a friend, and when you turn around, they're attacking you. So I'm putting people onto my story so they can have the better knowledge to understand how to defend themselves or see these things when they happen, so they know how to identify it. But you don't see me trying to convince my enemies like, yo, love me, man, I'm just a good nigga. If I was to do that, if I was to say that to them, then I am the one abusing them. Yes, because now I'm forcing myself onto them. That's raping itself. Because they haven't accepted me. So why would I want to convince them to accept me forcefully with words, verbally? That's abuse. That's harassment. Then I'll be, because I have not chose to love myself enough not to attach myself to such things. So now that I don't love myself enough, I am forcefully forcing myself onto them by trying to manipulate, gaslight them, and confuse them to like me more, because I'm telling them, yo, I'm a good nigga, because I don't know myself. But since I know myself, since they can't accept me for who I am, I get behind me, Satan. You feel me? I ain't gonna fight you. Get behind me. I'm only gonna get behind me. I can't argue with you no more. You feel me? And the only reason why Jesus Christ even argued is saying because he was weak in that time. He was weak. They said Jesus Christ was hungry. 40 days and you fasting for that long, of course you're gonna be weak. So it's only a weak man that will argue with another devil. Because anybody else who cannot see you is just the opposite version of you. You're still the same, but he's just the devil version of you. He's not the angel version of you. And anybody who wants to fight you is obviously not your friend. And anybody who hits you or put their hands on you, that speaks for itself. So for you to do the same to them, you justify them putting their hands on you. See, the lifestyle is not easy. It is not easy. A lot of people they're jumping into it. I'm like, watch a lot of niggas get to the same point and just jump off the boat. They'll be like, yep, this is enough self-love for me. I can handle this part of self-love. You feel me? They don't. It's a whole lifestyle. There's a whole meaning to it. It's not just Google Gaga. Most people fight me not to put out this kind of information. You feel me? They will fight you for that. Why? Because you asking another human being to treat yourself with respect and know how to recognize other people. Why do you think people feel so comfortable in tormenting me? Why do you think? They're like, nah, you're not gonna do nothing, you're not gonna do nothing. Because they know of my fate. So they constantly pushing. But I'm only human, of course. I could defend if I want to and use it. That is my many excuses, like I'm only human. It's a true story. You know what I mean? But yeah. And that's just the defending part. That's just something I wanted to put out there for people who choose to argue. I've done it many times. I was weak in many moments. I'm like, damn, this nigga made me come out of character. You feel me? I can't argue with you. I can't fight with you. Because I love myself enough that you said, yo, you're not getting on my bus. I'm like, trust me, I'm not. I already did the mistake by arguing with you already, bro. Next time I saw I was not gonna argue with that nigga because I was weak in that moment. I was weak. So now was that last night? I was like, you know what? I'm not even, you don't have to tell me not to get on your bus anymore. I'm not gonna get on your bus because you denied me already. You feel me? And you already told, I asked you why, and you told me. We had our little back and forth, yeah? Cool. I saw him next time, I'm like, no, I'm not getting on your bus. You don't have to tell me again, nigga. That's love. That's true love for yourself. For me to be like, nah, fuck that. I'm getting on. You gonna take me, nigga. And the door opened, then I ran in there like, I'm like, I'm not getting off because you supposed to take me and da-da-da. Nigga, that's, the cops come, they're more likely to arrest me. You feel me? They are more likely to arrest me because even the law knows that. He said he don't want to take it, nigga. Why you forcing yourself onto the nigga? You feel me? That's how you gotta treat it. You gotta treat it. Yo, this people, if they don't like me, that's on them. That's on them. That's their problem. That's not a Jeff problem. That's his emotions. He gotta go through these things. You feel me? Hopefully that he gets to find some love for me, a little bit of it, you feel me? But if he don't, that's him. If he can't accept me for me, well, that's his problem. That's not my problem, that's their problem. Why would I want to take on their problem and justify? Of course, these people want to beat you down. They've been trying to embarrass you for all this time, but it's all good. That's their problem. You know what I mean? That's not a Jeff problem, that's their problem. They got to deal with that. You feel me? That's not my problem. God helps me anyway. They the one that got looks foolish and running around all over the place and looking dumb and shit, degrading themselves. Looking like some crackheads out here, like you seen what the nigga was doing? He got a shirt over and everything else, just to put on a show for others. You think that's self-love? You think if you respect yourself that much, you want a view of yourself through somebody's eyes to look like that? The very fact that you want to hit another man and run, you think that is self-love? Do you see that somebody else is looking at you and seeing you in those gaze of his eyes? Where is... Everybody knows this. Any true person who can see and perceive and see for real will know that that man right there, that's not love they saw. They be like, look at what he's doing. Like, look. True. And for me to return that favor back to him is to hand him over his rights and be like, he was right for doing it the first time because I have justified it by attacking him back. That's how God works. It's not what y'all think it is. It is not, oh, I'm doing good and so I'm gonna go to heaven. No. Because sometimes it'd be a good nigga in hell and a bad person in heaven. That's what I heard, man. Because a lot of niggas justify the asshole. A lot of niggas. Why? Because because they did something to you and you did it back to them. So that just justified what he did. So his sin was canceled out right away. Yeah, both was petty, back and forth. You actually took on you took on his sin by returning it back. That's why sometimes when they call a foul in a basketball game or any football game, it's always the person who retaliates. It's never the one who called the foul in the first place. It's always the person who retaliates. You're like, yo, you push it. You're like, yo. Ref called tech. Bing, flagrant foul. Bing. The person was justified for probably just pushing him hard. But guess what? Nobody caught when he first did it. Nobody caught the first player doing it. They caught the second player doing it, so the second player was the one who got the flagrant and the technical foul ejected out again. You out of here. Get him out of here. And niggas is like, yo, no, he was right. It's like, no, that's not how it works. You feel me? So your power is in your resistance. Your resistance. That's where your power is. This is where your grace comes from. Because Christ resists through it and not causing any violence. He could have did a lot. You feel me? He had all the powers to do so, but he didn't. So his power came from his grace, and his power which was rendered onto him came from him resisting and not using the power that he already has. Because I know when I be scared to hit niggas, honestly. Because you don't know what could happen. The person can die just from one hit. And we know too much not to know how to use our fists. You feel me? We know how to hit a certain way, and we don't have to throw I don't have to throw a bomb, nigga. I could just stand that close and just bang, hit you hard and fold you. Like, so I'm scared to use my power, nigga. Like, fuck. Or my strength. Anyway, I'm about to go to Walmart. I don't want them to think I'm crazy. And we outside in the parking lot. It's perfectly normal. But when you in the store, other people shopping, that's not. You dig? I'll holler. But remember that self-love is you not defending yourself. I know most people will not like this because the people that defend themselves are usually people who are scared. So they be like, nah, it's scary to think so. Think about it. Good morning. Super early morning. Yeah, I can't do this at Walmart.